Hey everyone, what's going on? Aaron Jackson here, aka ATM Charts, aka Rotation Report, aka whoever. Yeah, this is not financial advice, and today we are in crypto, so it's definitely not financial advice. And big happenings here recently, and yeah, Bitcoin starting to break out here, little base over the base here, and now new highs, rip it. It's not done. I think we can all agree with that. I was thinking you got some numbers 140s, 150. I think 150 is a nice, clean, round target for you. The thing that really stands out to me, though, is this Ethereum. Apparently, it's being used with the stable coins. All right, whatever. Big rip through the 2800s level. And you can see for the last couple of years, this 2800s, man, this last 16 months or so, 14 months, something like that, 2800, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times it's mattered. And now we're back above that. So now you're looking at this bigger action, and it's basically just a range between 2 and 4K. And now you had that little reference point in the middle there. So now we can shoot against roughly 2800s to target up to 4100. So, I mean, you got to love the risk reward there on this consolidation here. Maybe if we're lucky, we get a little more of a dip, and you could just really just not have too much risk to play for the top end of the range, because I really think that's what's going to happen here. Hit that 4,000 level. And if you zoom out, look at this. Just a big old range consolidation since 2021, now 4 years, going nowhere. You can see this thing has been a hell of a mover over time. Jesus, 2017 went from what, 7 to 1400 in a year. Holy shit. But yeah, the good days might be coming back in the Ethereum. So we'll want to definitely keep an eye on that. Like, you get to the 4100. Okay, then what? That gets really interesting. Sure, you probably, take some risk off up there. But what if it keeps going? Because, these stable coins, they're looking very real. And then the Ethereum treasury stocks. Now that's a new thing. Interestingly, I think we're all going to know a few people who are like, "Oh, I'm a Dogecoin treasury holding company. Put a $25 million valuation on me." And no, that doesn't work like that. But you know, apparently the bull case for these things is not only do they own Ethereum, they can buy more Ethereum, which is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard. But that doesn't mean the stocks won't go up. Let's look at Bitmine Immersion here. Boy, yeah, just from a nothing stock that didn't trade at all, and up to from 4 to 160 in a week. Cool. Anyways, yeah, we get bigger pullback here. Give it some time. There might be another reflective bounce there, but why not just do the Ethereum? And then SBAT, look at this. SharpLink Gaming, they're doing the same thing apparently. It's getting some flow in the options market, but look at the volume. So, tradable for sure. Again, I'd probably just do Ethereum, but they can also buy more Ethereum. So, whatever. But no, where this really gets interesting is when you look into all the cryptos and the more secondary projects, you're like, oh shit, these things actually could double, maybe, have a real nice move in them before catching some sellers. And you can see just bullish characteristics all around, like Cardano here over the last year. It's held the gains, not great, but it's firm momentum via RSI there. So, just a big base over the last, we'll call it post election. And you could definitely see another rip out of that. So we're seeing a lot of stuff like that. And then there's Cosmos. Don't know what any of these things are, but you can see like this Cosmos it's a great. There's so many of these tokens and shit coins, and a lot of support around. A lot of support. Kind of a firm momentum print. The sellers have dried up. They're like, whoa, we're not getting on the short side of this one. Why would you bet against it? So, a lot of things that are very rippable. Do you want to sell into those rips? Well, it depends on like, what do you know about the projects? Are the projects actually legit? Because they might have a little more, this could be good long-term entry areas, but you get lower down the quality spectrum, the more into the shit coins, the more you're just wanting to sell one of these rips, I think. And then now, Dogecoin, look at that. Holding above the 200-week moving average. Pretty nice. You love to see it. W bottom? Could be. Anyways, another one. Sellers dried up. Who's going to sell it from here? Who knows? But, rippable. And then Polkadot, another one. A lot of support around 350 for the last couple of years. Fake breakdown, back above it. Again, rippable. Helium Interesting little broadening base there. Again, rippable. And then there's stuff like the Stellar. Holy shit. This thing is like, I don't know, up a lot since I put this in the deck. So this thing's hot right now. But you can see there's also a couple of these things. They've got patterns where they topped out in 2017 and they've just been sideways since. So what do you got, Stellar? Are you tied to Ethereum stablecoin somehow? What is that? You get some of these things moving out of like a 8-year range, 7-8-year range. Holy shit. No, those are worth investigating if you're really want to get deep into the cryptos. And then again, we've got like a Monero. It's the same thing. Like, okay, we know this got hot at one point. Is this going to break that 10-year range, 8-year range, however many year range? Can it? If it can, holy shit, that this whole basing for over these last few years, that's very, very impressive. But again, don't know anything about it. Maybe you do. Maybe you can use it to your advantage here. But yeah, that about does it for today's video. If you like it, subscribe, like, whatever, all the good things. All right. And we'll catch you next time.